Hi guys, it's Sarah. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about first-time home buyers. First step, get pre-approved. When talking to a lender, be sure you know how much you can put down for your down payment. Also, set aside money for closing costs. Closing costs can be anywhere from 3 to 5% depending on where you live. Find out how much it is in your area. I recommend shopping around to at least 3 different lenders to see who has the best rate, who can offer you the best terms. And then you need to try to figure out what type of loan you want to get. When it comes to conventional loans, you can either put down 3% if you have a good enough credit score or 5%. That's the minimum. If you want to put down 20%, you can avoid paying personal mortgage insurance every month. One way to get a lower percent rate on your mortgage loan is to do a 15-year loan instead of a 30-year loan. However, the payment every month will be more expensive because you're paying in half the amount of time. Another way to get a lower percentage rate on your mortgage loan is to do an adjustable rate mortgage or an ARM loan. I do not suggest this because you never know if the interest rate is going to go up or go down. I find that a fixed rate mortgage is much more safe and secure to be sure that you get to have your home in the future. FHA loans, or the Federal Housing Authority loans, can also be 3.5% down, but eligibility is based on what your credit score is. Rural development loans are nice because you can buy a home with 0% down. You can even get the money you would need for closing costs rolled into your loan. Say you're buying a $250,000 house and your closing costs were $5,000, your loan amount is $255,000. You do have to have a credit score of at least 640 to qualify for a rural development loan. Another great option if you're retired military or currently in the military are VA loans, and they require a certain credit score between 580 and 640 to qualify, but you can get 0% down and you can also get your closing costs rolled into your loan for the mortgage. In order to qualify for a VA loan, you have to get what's called a Certificate of Eligibility, and you'll have to go onto the military website to see if you qualify. I can leave a link in the description box below of where to go to see if you're eligible for a VA loan. If you're looking to buy land to build a home, generally you have to put down a larger chunk of money, sometimes 40 to 50% of the cost of the land, and then get a construction loan on top of that for the house that you want to build. Okay, step number 2. You're ready to look at homes, call a realtor. I recommend shopping around. Find someone you click with. Get a recommendation from a friend. Or look online and see if someone stands out to you. Almost everyone I know has a friend or a family member that's a realtor. I recommend calling them on the phone. See if you click and get along. Even when you meet in person to start looking at homes, maybe something about them bothers you. Don't be worried about hurting their feelings. I'm sure a lot of realtors would prefer for you to tell them right up front that you don't click, instead of wasting their time looking at homes and then never wanting to do business with them. Okay, so now you're pre-qualified and you have found a realtor to help you look at homes. Now you can get shopping. You can set up a search on an app, or your realtor might have a website where they can feed homes directly to your email when they become available. Be sure you're specific with what your maximum price range is and how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms you want. Do you want a large yard or acreage of land? Include all these things in your search so you don't waste your time looking at homes that don't meet what you actually want. Another thing to be aware about buyers when you're looking at homes is if there is a security camera or a Ring doorbell. Be sure to not have conversations inside the home that you don't want the sellers to hear about. They may have security cameras hidden somewhere and can hear if you insult their decorating or if you give away the fact that you love the house and you can't live without it. Suddenly you've given away all your negotiating advantage. Try and have your private conversations with your realtor outside, away from the home and away from a possible Ring doorbell camera. Next step, you have found the perfect home and you're ready to make an offer. Have a pre-qualification letter from your lender that says you can qualify for the amount you're offering to buy the home for. Your realtor will need to know certain information from you. Tell your realtor if you want to get a survey done, if you want to get an inspection done, which is always recommended in my opinion, and if you want to keep anything in the home such as the refrigerator or the washer and dryer. All needs to be written in the contract, or the sellers can feel free to take them with them. Congratulations, your offer was accepted on the home. Now you need to get to work. Call an inspector right away and schedule an inspection on the home. Usually there's a limited amount of days to get an inspection done, get the report back, and then tell the seller's realtor if there's any repairs or replacements you want done in the home before closing. Another thing you need is a title company. Call around, see who has the best rates for closing costs, or ask your realtor who they prefer. Maybe there's one that they already know does a great job and is good at getting over obstacles and finding any problems with the home. Also, call your bank, give them a copy of the contract, and give them any documents they need in order to start underwriting process for your loan. Usually the documents include pay stubs, any loans you already have out, debts you have, such as student loan debt, car debt, and they want to know all the assets you own also. Buyers, do not make big purchases while you're under contract on a house. Wait till after closing. Don't go buy furniture for your new home. They'll have to pull your credit or you'll have to get a loan. Suddenly, you can't buy that house anymore. Don't go buy a new car. Don't apply for a credit card. Another thing to consider is paying off debt. I know that it is kind of counterintuitive, but when you pay off a loan suddenly, it can temporarily lower your credit score. Your lender will do a small pull on your credit just before closing to make sure you haven't taken out any extra loans or changed things in some way. The bank called to tell you they had the appraisal done. And maybe it's good news and maybe it's bad news. If it's good news, the appraised value is what you want to buy the home for or more. If it's bad news, the home has come in under the price you want to buy it for. In this case, you either have to contact the sellers and renegotiate the price to lower it down to the appraisal price, or you have to come up with the cash over appraisal. Say the house is only appraised for $245,000 and you have offered $250,000. You need $5,000 cash to cover that difference, or you have to get the sellers to lower the price to $245,000. Finally, it's closing day, that day you've been waiting for. Make sure you bring your driver's license, proof of ID, so that you can sign the documents you need to at the title company. So, to recap, get pre-qualified with a lender. Find a realtor that you get along with. Shop for homes until you find the one you want. Make offers on those homes. Get an offer accepted. Find a title company. Get an inspection on the home. Get an appraisal done on the home, and then go to closing. I hope this has helped give you information on how to buy a home for your first time. Take care, guys. See you next time.